Hey guys, it's Karina with Karina Loves to Plan. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, if you're on my Instagram, you would have seen me sneak this already. I'm very excited about this. I know, it's another one. Did I need to purchase it? No. But do we ever need to purchase another one of these? Probably not. But anyway, this arrived really quickly. I ordered this from Cult Pens, and it was actually a pre-order, so I wasn't expecting it for quite some time. And it ended up shipping on May 27th and arrived yesterday, May 31st. And this is from England to Canada. There were no customs fees because they were actually already paid as part of the price for the product. So that makes it actually really easy to order from Cult Pens. I also ordered during their birthday sale. So I got this at 15% off. And already Cult Pens for certain products are already much cheaper than anything you could purchase from American or Canadian retailers. All right, so let's open it. And you'll see here from Cult Pens, fill your paper with the breathings of your heart. And just take this out. This was opened by customs, but thankfully nothing was taken. There's my packing slip with this cute little paper clip. I have one from my last order and I have no idea where it went, but it's so cute. I may have already lost it, or Lucy may have lost it or eaten it, I don't know. My packing slip, put that to the side, and a new box. It is another Pelikan box. So it comes in this cardboard sleeve, and you open it and it has, is this a clamshell box, I guess? And it is magnetic, and you open it and it says Passion. This is different from the packaging that I had for the M400. I'm not sure if there's a difference, but then you have this faux leather pen sleeve. Before I open that, it says, "We wish you a lot of writing pleasure with your fine writing instrument." And underneath there is the Pelikan catalog, which I probably shouldn't look at because I probably shouldn't buy any more pens. But anyway, let's put that to the side, or just even right here. So, in this envelope, or a pen sleeve, is the newest Pelikan Special Edition. This is the M605 in the black tortoise. And basically what that means is the any 600 models are going to be slightly bigger than the M400 models. The 05 means that it has silver trim instead of the gold trim, and then black tortoise. Look at that. And I got this in an extra fine nib because I actually really do love the way the extra fine nib writes. So I'll bring you in for a closer look. So once again, the Pelikan M605 in the black tortoise. So you've got the twist cap, and it's got the silver trim here. I love the Pelikan clips. And then you've got the mom and baby Pelikan on the cap there. And if you're not familiar with Pelikan pens, this is a piston filler. Now, I don't know if you can see into the barrel. I have to actually check to make sure that you can see through this by putting it through the light. But again, piston fill, it's got a great filling capacity. And like I said, this is an extra fine nib. So this particular nib, let me zoom in here. So this is not a two-tone nib like the M400, my white tortoiseshell. It is gold. It's a 14 karat gold nib, and it is, I believe, rhodium plated, but it is still such a beautiful nib. I'm going to do some comparisons of this to other pens in my collection just so you can see the size comparison. So there is the M605, and I will compare it to the M400 in the white tortoise. You can immediately see that there is a size difference between the two. Comparing that to other pens in my collection, you have the Sailor Pro Gear, we have the Pilot Vanishing Point, as well as, where is that other pen? A TWSBI Diamond 580. So you can definitely see the difference in size here. Now, uncapped, you can see uncapped that when you put the M605 and the 400 together, there isn't too much difference in, I mean, the M605 you can see is slightly, like a hair longer. And then next to the Sailor Pro Gear, and then still the TWSBI Diamond 580 is going to be bigger than all of them. And comparing the nibs of the M400 to the M605, you can tell there is definitely a size difference, with the M605 being slightly bigger. They're still both 14 karat nibs, but I think the size of this one might make a little bit more of a difference to the writing. Now, if you're again unfamiliar with the way that the Pelikan body is, it's got a very good grip section here with a little bit of an, I guess the grip goes out slightly. The threads themselves aren't very sharp, so very comfortable. And then you've got the body with the tortoiseshell finish, and then the piston down at the back here. So the M605 is a bigger and a little bit heavier model than the M400. And the reason, well, one of the reasons why I chose this for one is, like, I'm in love with the tortoiseshell. Tortoiseshell is slowly becoming one of my favorites. And just the classic look of the Pelikan as well is one of the reasons why I decided that, you know what, I said to myself, I'm gonna end up regretting not buying this, because I know that like 6 months down the road, when I see people trying to still look for this, I'm gonna kick myself for not buying this. It was one of those questions that I had to ask myself, you know, in 5 years time, will you regret not getting this? And the answer was yes, a resounding yes. I wanted to try the 600 model because, oh look, you can even see the reflection. I'm just like, you can, like with the black, you can see a reflection in there. But I wanted to try the 605 because it is, I can feel that it is heavier than the 400. So when I place the 400 in my hand, it does feel quite light, and I do post this pen. When posted, feels great. It actually feels, you know, good in my hand. Now, the grip section is slightly narrower than on the 600, which is why I wanted to try it. I do like a slightly girthier grip section, but putting this in my hand, it actually feels like, I mean, it's definitely heavier than the M400 unposted, but let's try this posted. I think I could handle that. I mean, it feels like it feels a little bit back heavy, but I think, I don't know if I would write with that posted or unposted. I think I'd have to give it a try. I'm pretty open to whether or not I post my pens or not. I think it just depends on how my hand feels, but it posts pretty well. There's no way that it's going to affect the piston here, because of the way that this pen is designed. There is actually a bit of a step down from the body to the piston, and I think it's designed that way so that the cap won't actually catch on to the piston itself. So I really quite like that. So let's do a quick writing sample. I'm actually going to dip this. I'm not going to fill it right now, no matter how much I'd like to. I'm not going to fill this one just yet. I'm going to actually dip it into Pilot Iroshizuku Kurosame. I thought maybe a gray ink would be really good for this one. So let me grab my Rhodia here. So I'm going to go ahead and dip it into the Pilot Iroshizuku Kurosame. Try not to get the edges, although I think I just did. And no, I have not washed this. I know that I should, but I just want to do a dip and see what it writes like. So this is the Pelikan M605 in the black tortoiseshell. Oh. Already loving the way that it writes. And this is with an extra fine nib. It feels just as smooth as my M400. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. Now, is this quite a wet writer? It doesn't feel like it, but I think it might also have to do with me just dipping the pen in here. Does it reverse write? A little bit, but it feels really scratchy doing that, and I don't ever want to do that to this pen. And how does it feel in my hand? Like, let's see here. It's so smooth to write with. And when I say smooth, I don't mean like glassy smooth or buttery smooth like my Pilot Vanishing Point. I love that, but then there's also a bounce to that nib, whereas this one, it's smooth, but then you can feel the page. You can feel the paper making contact with your pen. And I love that. Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna be so excited to pick an ink for this for July. I'll definitely be using this in the month of July. Oh, so fun. So that is the Pelikan M605, the black tortoiseshell special edition. What can I say about this pen and why I bought it? Like, I wanted to buy an M600 because I wanted to try a slightly girthier pen, a slightly heavier pen. I think I am liking pens that are slightly heavier in the hand. I'm finding they're easier for me to write with for longer periods of time. But I knew that Pelikan, if I was going to purchase another one, it was going to be an investment, and I better love it, like absolutely over the moon love it, if I was going to spend that type of money again. And then when this came out, I convinced myself a few times, you know, I don't need it. But then Cult Pens were having their birthday sale, but also Cult Pens, their prices for Pelikan are significantly lower than what you would find with an American or a Canadian retailer. So if I calculate the amount that I saved about 200 Canadian dollars purchasing this, and this was a special edition as well. But anyway, that is my new pen. I think I will definitely have fun with this. This will be I'm hoping that this will be my last pen acquisition for a while. I don't want to make any more pen purchases for a while. I really want to get to know the collection that I have, which reminds me I will be filming a fountain pen collection video and posting that in the next couple of weeks. But let me know your thoughts. You know, do you purchase special editions of specific pen models? Why or why not? And, you know, would you make an investment like a Pelikan? Why or why not? And I can't stop looking at that. It's like comparing it, like I love having the two. You've got the white tortoise, and I do love the gold and the yellow and the brown here, but I love this one where you've got like grays and blues, and if you look closely there could be like purple. It's just such a gorgeous pen, and I'm glad that I now have no, not two, I was gonna say two, but now I have 3 Pelikans. I'm liking my little flock here. Alright, but that is it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching and hearing me ramble about my new pen. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a great day.